dance, and them not even a dance until just said me come on the turntable. That's when them start to dance. That's how big this song is. Just said me come. A song that can never die. Dignitary stylish. Just said me come. Just send me come, but no box juice, no jive, gun, no cocaine, no rat opium. No bother use your nose like a vacuum. No matica, me say no magnum. No heroin, me say no white. Waiting for Dignitary to come through. We have a conversation. But then the thing will make your body come down. Just send me come, just send me come, lad. Just send me come, just send me come. But Jack is so good and me say Jack is so great. And in that Jack. So bless up all listeners in the chat room right now. Things I miss when me penetrate now. Just send me come, just send me come, lad. Just send me come, just send me come. But just send me come, just send me come. Yeah, I tell them, let's go to the phone line and see if we can get Dignitary on the phone line right now and see what I go on. You understand? Yes.
Blessings.
Yes. Dignitary, you there?
Yeah, military, I'm here.
Blessings, blessings. You know, when we tell the people them say, Dignitary stylish will be here, them say, which Dignitary stylish? You mean just send me come. So yeah, Dignitary stylish. Just send me come will be here. And guess what, my people? Welcome to Global One FM Radio, the open mic show. And when we tell an artist coming, the artist is coming. Dignitary stylish is on the phone. The groundation, the foundation. You understand? The boss who been singing cultural music from before people start talking about cultural music in a dance hall. Dignitary stylish, welcome.
It's a blessing, my brother, and it's an honor to be here talking with you and the rest of the world.
All right, see it there. And how the man doing? Everything good? Everything blessed?
Yes, yeah, well, everything is good. Well, I wouldn't say everything good. It's good and it's bad and it's happy and sad, but it's a part of life because, you know, we are not a dangerous virus and, you know, it's a global thing. So, but right now we have health and strength. We lost a lot of friends. We lost a lot of family of the COVID virus. But right now, who gone, you know, they gone already. So who's here have to sit down steady, you know, and carry the works through, you know? So
real talk.
That's life, you know.
Real talk. And you know one of the things I'm happy for? The fact that you can be here with me today having a conversation. You know, I give thanks for that. Because enough people, I tell you, that I would love to talk to today, and I'm not going to get the opportunity to talk to them because they're gone because of the same thing that you're talking about, the pandemic. You understand?
So true.
Yeah, man. So Dignitary, so what happened? Introduce yourself to the people, them now, make them there, because the whole world are listening, let them know, you know, where you're from and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, well, I'm Dignitary Stylish, you know, aka R.A. Samuels, born in Kingston, Jamaica, Franklin Town, 21 Albert Street, Dunkirk, and moved to Portmore, St. Catherine, and I've been there from I was 11 years old, and you can ask me the rest and I will follow through.
Definitely. So yes, so I want to ask you, do you have any, you know what, before I get into that, you know, a lot of people hear the name Dignitary Stylish and them don't know nothing about Dignitary Stylish. So today, they gotta get the opportunity to know something about Dignitary Stylish. You understand? So let's go, people. All right, so do you have any other family member that do this music thing? Any other siblings or any family member?
Yes, I have a few family members who play instruments, you know, and who sing, but they don't. One is famous, Earl Smith is very famous guitarist, you know, one of Jamaican best. But I have a brother who do a little singing too. He like a carbon copy of Dennis Brown, but he don't really make no big name, you know.
Sometimes, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Sometimes it's good to ask these questions because the people want to know things about them artists. Because the other day I was playing a song with the artist Anthony Cruz, and I said the nephew of Garnet Silk, and somebody called me and said Anthony Cruz is Garnet Silk's nephew. They never even know that. You understand?
True.
And a lot of artists out there, family member in the business. And I asked a question one day on the radio. People didn't even know Supercat related to Marcel Griffiths. You understand?
Yeah.
So these questions, these questions are relevant, believe me. So we want to know, we want to get in depth
with
Yeah.
Dignitary Stylish. You understand? Yes, brother. So tell me how Dignitary get involved with this reggae music dancehall thing.
Well, as a little kid, growing up in the ghetto, I used to that era, Big Youth, Jazz Bro, Trinity, the Ninja, Rankin Trevor, Rankin Joe, Nicodemus, Brigadier Jerry,
Yeah.
Josie Ware, Charlie Chaplin, Louis Lepke, Little John Rankin Toy, and all those people used to come where I live and perform in a yard in Albert Street, Franklin Town. So as a youth growing up, I used to want to be like them. So that, motivate me as a little youth, as a little kid.
Yes, yes, yes. So your influence never just come from one artist.
No, no,
Oh,
varies of artists.
that's good. That's good. And what were you doing before the music, the artistic part coming, the music?
I was going to school, a little kid going to school.
Oh, you
I
started.
was
Oh,
like, when
oh,
I was like 10, 11 years old. So I was going to Clancarty Primary and then Franklin Town Secondary. So I was just going to school as a little kid. Then I moved over to Portmore and going to Gregor Park College. So
oh. So you take on the music thing from a tender age.
yeah, I've been doing it from like 11 years old. I've been like as apprentice, thieving away from my house when my mom took looking for me. Yeah, if I'm sleeping, I'm out, and sometimes I come back. She don't even want to let me in because she warned me if I go out, I have to stay out.
Oh, but but you see, as a kid going to school, it is even if your mother don't want you to go out, you know you will be at school with your friends, knocking the desk and you're punching some lyrics out there. So there's no way they could have stopped you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I tell you, this reggae music, this reggae music thing, man. So tell me Dignitary, because some people here just saying me come and feel so Dignitary just jump up into the business. You know what I mean? Yes, so we want them to understand that that's not how it started. So talk to me about some of the sound system that you perform and back in the days when you were coming up.
Okay, as a little kid, growing up in Jackson Park, St. Catherine, Portmore, I
Yeah,
used to DJ on a stage Rock Horny,
yeah,
and I learned a lot. And then I move on. There's a guy named Alonzo by a sound for me, and I'm a sparring partner, Junior Frost and Lord Spitty and Stupid Stew and Slash. So we as apprentice, this man is a manager by a company named Guinness. They make liquor, Guinness, and
yeah,
he like what we doing as a little, upcoming artist. And he said, you know what, I'm gonna buy a set, give you guys, and it was platinum. But whenever a big set come in our area, our people in the area, we as a little upcoming artist in the area, they used to carry us up and
yeah,
tell the big artists them to give our apprentice the mic. So if Brigadier come in the area, or King Yellowman come in the area, or Josie Whale, or whatever, Lone Ranger come in the area, or Johnny Ringo, or Welton Irene, our people used to carry us up and give us that motivation and tell the big artists them, this is my upcoming DJ, give him the mic, make he say something, and that motivate me.
Oh, because there's no way. Because so you were their area DJ. So once an artist
Yes,
come in,
that's
them
right.
have it. Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, give us
So
the mic. Yeah,
you mentioned
yeah,
earlier that somebody bought a sound for you and your friend. So that mean
yeah,
that person.
platinum.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Platinum.
yeah, platinum. Yeah.
So that's
And that was like 1984. He bought the sound for us, and we started to do a lot of dance in the area, and then we started going to countryside, and I was DJing on the mic from 7 till 7, 7 in the evening till 7 in the morning, because those days to be an artist, it's not like now in modern time where you can just go in the studio and voice one song and get lucky and everybody in the world know you.
yeah,
Back in those days, it was cassette. People have to hear you on cassette, playing in the taxi, playing in the bus, playing, in public places, in the bar. So you used to make any man play a cassette and hear you DJing on it and like you. So we never have no CD, we never have no thumb drive, we never have no social media. So we started just go in the dance and do live session and tape it on a cassette. And the cassette go out and people start hearing about us.
it it's funny how you mention the cassette go out because I was listening to somebody was talking to the DJ Ricky Trooper the other day, and they were talking about
Yeah.
pay respect to the cassette man. And I said, you know what? This is so good and this is so important. Because at the time when most of us are go out to go enjoy ourselves and dance and party, the cassette man was out here catching that memory. You understand?
Yeah.
Catching all the big dance because we can tell you right now, say you probably have some not probably you have cassette man out there right now, have some sound system back in the days where some people which is 20-year-old, 25-year-old never even heard of. And the
That's true.
cassette man have them. So we we
So
have to
true.
we have to give respect to those people.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier about you coming up and doing your thing and people here just send me come. Just send me come is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, music
Yeah.
out there in
Yeah.
dance
But
hall.
before that, my first recording was 1985
No,
when
go ahead.
yeah,
Go
my
ahead.
first recording on a vinyl. It was 1985. I did a song named Pandy Attack that I produced. I produced 3 songs. One with Junior Frost, one with Professor Nuts, and one with Dignitary. Because I remember the day when me and Junior Frost and Professor Nuts, Dignitary, Professor Nuts, Junior Frost, take the bus from Independence City and come off in Greenwich Farm and walk all the way up to Spanish Town Road and go across to Maxfield Avenue, and we go right to Channel 1 studio. The 3 songs that I produced, Dignitary Stylish, you can look it up on YouTube. I produced 3 songs. Lyrics Degree
Which
by Junior Frost. Everybody who know what dance, easy no man, easy no old man, trouble and now worries man, they coming like a one. When trouble take your picnic shot, pick big man, this is Lyrics Degree, Lyrics Degree, Quadro, for sin, Catty, and then I do this, I produce the next one with Professor Nuts. A song named Inna Me Mind, Man, it the Inna Me Mind trouble. Inna Me Mind, Man, it the Inna Me Mind. Topic people, pocket a professional crime. The pockets of my picket just at them waste of time.
yeah.
If I'm a pick pocket, wouldn't pick nothing blind. Well, I pick up, I paper. This is properly designed. And goes on, I could go on, but move on to Dignitary track now.
But hold on, Dignitary. Hold the
Yeah.
Dignitary. Because when I mentioned about the just said me coming up, when I mentioned about that,
Yeah.
what I was gonna say is people here just send me come and believe Dignitary Stylish. Just jump up and say just send me come. Back in the days
No,
when
he was doing some before.
that's what I was getting at. Back in the days.
1985, we were doing some before. Just said Come was 86, but 85 we were doing songs.
I know. But what I'm telling you, people hear this and feel like you just come. So me want to tell them that when Admiral Bailey out there trying to make a name for himself, the Little Teach out there trying to make a name for himself out there, Dignitary Stylish was out there rubbing shoulder with those artists same way. So Dignitary Stylish is not a just come. You just mentioned Pandy Attack. Alright? So tell me if this is the song
That's
that
my first, my first. That's a 3 song that I produced. Pandy Attack by Dignitary Stylish, aka Ray Samuels. Professor Nuts, Inna Me Mind, and Junior Frost. Junior Frost was on the Sling Ting rhythm, Inna Me Mind was on the Answer rhythm, and Pandy Attack was on Every Day is a Gunshot, and another one, Gate Trap.
Let me drop piece of that song right now.
Okay.
Let me drop piece of that song right now and remind the listeners what you're talking about. Alright?
Okay.
If you're just joining the program, you're listening to the Open Mic Show, DJ Deacon Foster, and we're talking to Dignitary Stylish. He's on the line. He's my special guest today. Alright? And the Attack. And this is your first track, right? What?
Yeah, my first recording. 1985.
Right.
It's joined by Dynamic Sound.
Alright. On the Attack. Dignitary Stylish.
Set up.
Yeah.
Now this is Morris. Nice this. Badum badum bading. Badum 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 bading. They never know me have the lyrics bang. One them already never tell them again. Me call it. Pandy attack, we got pandy attack. Pandy attack, we got pandy attack. You hear Charlie chopping me the thing that you drop. Hear Josie wheel with the bubble gel locks. You Professor attack outcome fat. Man a up and sana with the talking parrot. Some of them a sing but I'm a shop. Like stack a life, stack a dead, stop it up. Pandy attack, we got pandy attack. Them know that. Pandy attack, we got pandy attack. When the sun come down and the earth get hot. Now go a shop, now figure on a light snack. Can't take the gun and the juice in a back. Afraid of the cool and me afraid of the gas. Me prefer go on me yard and go put on me pot.
On the attack, Dignitary stylish. And the boss said that's the first track you ever recorded.
Yes, that
All
was
right.
my first experience going into a studio and recording a vinyl, record on a vinyl record in 1985, produced by me,
But
write by me, sing by me, produced by me.
what? 1985 produced the first track and the first
1985,
that was a
produced by Ari Samuels, aka Dignitary Stylist, which is me.
So talk to me about that experience, the first time being into the studio.
Oh, well, it was a great experience because when I went to the studio, it's not like it was the first time. I used to go there just to watch other artists recording, but I didn't do any recording. I just go there to get the experience. So when I get the chance to do it now, it's like, that was the motivation that never let me like scared of doing it. I get a little bit tipsy and, I'm a little bit, but, I used to follow other artists, go to studio and watch them record. So when I get the chance, I seize on the initiative and do it, with confidence.
So back them time when you did this, you never have any manager and them thing who responds to your career.
Yeah, we never have any manager. I just have the money in the bank at NCB in Armour Street, and I said, Professor Nuts was on a song named Love Child. So it was me and Junior Frost, like Michigan and Smiley. When you see Dignitary, you see Junior Frost. Rest in peace. He died in England, But it was when you see Dignitary and Junior Frost, it was like the dynamic duo. So me and Junior Frost used to run Gegro Park, Newland, Nagwazet, Portmore, Bridgeport, Passage Fort, you name it. And then Professor Nuts came along and started to lock the place with Love Child disco. So we used to team up. When our sound is not played, we go to Love Child. And when Professor Nuts' sound is not played, he come to Platinum. So we love each other because the people love us. So we say, you know what, we as a team because we lock down Portmore. Artists in Kingston would have to come to Portmore and steal our lyrics and go back to town. And they did have, the privilege to go record before us because when we wasn't recording, other artists used to run in the studio and record our song because, for instance, me and Junior Frost make a song named Under Pressure. Under pressure, the world under pressure. Under pressure, the world under pressure. So Junior Cat came to Portmore and he listened to that song and he went back to Kingston with it. But Super Cat, his bigger brother, he stole it from us and Super Cat stole it from him because up to today Super Cat still, Junior Cat still crying that he didn't get any royalty from his bigger brother. Oh no, we don't get a royalty from his bigger brother and he write the song. But God know, Jah know, the people know that Under Pressure, the world under pressure. It was Dignitary and Junior Frost wrote that song. And the song named Cry for the Youth, it was Professor Nuts' song. Because there's two songs they steal from Portmore. One from Professor and one from us. Me a go cry for the youth. Me not go cry for no guy in a no three-piece suit. Cry for Dignitary, no guy in a no Clark's boot. That song was our song from Portmore. So Cry for the Youth be right beside me. That's why Professor Nuts put my name in that song. Him not cry for no Dignitary or no guy in a no three-piece suit or no man in a no Chris Clark's boot. So when Junior Cat and Junior Frost's brother named Iron Man, he died too, came to Portmore. Junior Cat, which is Super Cat little brother, they came to Portmore and steal that song. But Super Cat put a little twist on it because there's some lyrics that Super Cat used in that song. We didn't have it, but the chorus, the punchline, not all the verses is ours, but the chorus was ours. Under pressure, the world under pressure. Them lock off with light, lock off with water. We can't buy flour, me say must less sugar. When it's not one thing, it's another. Junior Frost and the Dignitary and DJ brother, under pressure, that was history. But that song, our song came out 1985. If you go look it up on YouTube, Under Pressure, the world under pressure, produced by Dan Mackenzie, and it's on the Dignitary label, and distributed by Tough Gum, came out 1985. I don't remember when Super Cat Under Pressure came out, but Super Cat was on the Powerhouse label produced by John, but it came after ours.
Yes. No, I believe what you're saying to me because all those songs were before Just Send Me Come, and your vice
Yes.
Just Send Me Come 86, right?
1986, yeah.
86. So I believe what you're saying, because, and believe, these things still going on today. You have a DJ or some DJ, like them get a little, a little opportunity, and then the small DJ out they have the bad lyrics, and because them feel like them have the attention now, then they take those lyrics like them feel like, say, boy, people who know, say, boy, a dignitary lyrics, and then just go out there, so, and just start vice it over. You understand? So it good.
Just like Charlie Chaplin. Many songs. Remember when Brigadier was making a lot of lyrics, he wasn't doing a lot of recording, he was only doing live dancehall. So when Volcano came along and started to fight Josie Wayne and Charlie Chaplin, there's many songs. That's his original lyrics from Brigadier General. So but Brigadier said they were about dreadlocks in their broom. And there's another song I could tell is Brigadier lyrics. But Brigadier wasn't recording back in those times. So some of the artists who was going into the studio to recording. There's a lot of artists who still Brigadier lyrics from back in those times.
Enough of them something they go on the Dignitary. Enough of them things they go on, But you want, but Dignitary, I wanna give you some props still, because but you do good for yourself, man. Back them time there, you do good for yourself, because
Definitely. Just one. I was doing good, producing myself, because there was nobody. When we went to RJ run me and my friend Junior Frost out the studio. He don't want those type of lyrics. He want to hear some girl lyrics. He don't want to hear Under Pressure the World on Pressure. He don't want to hear lyrics to greet. Tired for the bigger man brainwash we employ me. Give me the working at them industry and tell you for working at them factory. And when you get paid is a small salary. Him say no I hear the lyrics, they run you out of the studio. So my little savings that I have in NCB Bank, I tell my friend, don't hold down here, I'm gonna draw I have like $8,000 in NCB Bank. Those time Waterford house was selling for 9,000. I was saving to buy my mother house. And I say I'm gonna draw this money to produce 3 songs, one with Professor Nuts, one with Junior Frost, and one with Dignitary, because I believe in those guys. I believe in myself and I believe in my team, which was Professor Nuts, Junior Frost, and me.
One thing I'm happy for is the fact that you're here today and I can have this conversation with you and people can get to know a little more when we get in depth with Dignitary Stylish, because I keep going back to say this. People hear Just Send Me Come, and after them don't hear Just Send Me Come for a while. I don't know why people think I have the answer, but I will go out and play my sound system, and when I play this song Just Send Me Come, people would come up to me and ask me, yo Deacon, what happened to this artist? What happened to Dignitary? I don't know what happened to Dignitary Stylish. You understand? So I want you to tell the listeners right now, because from your Just Send Me Come, Dignitary Stylish, now is your time, because a long time Dignitary Stylish had sing cultural music, and you never switch and see that the thing coming right back, believe it or not. And Dignitary Stylish look like you're ready to take on the road, because you're doing some serious work in the studio, and following your career in a Dignitary. You understand? So talk to me and tell me, if it's a production business or management or what, why wasn't hearing from Dignitary Stylish for a while?
Well, listen me now. After my friend Junior Frost, after I produced about 6 songs, as I told you, I produced Professor Nuts, Junior Frost, Dan Dickey, Lion Emmons, Captain Barkey.
Yeah.
Because I must a lot of artists where people don't know. Baby Wayne, Skella was Squammy, Voodoo Mama, and those Professor Nuts, Captain Barkey, I introduced those artists on a record to the world. So when my friend Junior Frost went to England and a song named Small Axe, because he went in Spanish Town one night to DJ and a song named Small Axe, and the owner came from England like him and bring him up. He didn't bring me, so they kind of break my spirit, and people was laughing at me in 1985. Oh, your friend Junior Frost gonna England, are you there, boy? So it's like, they just say Captain Barkey and we come on, and Captain Barkey get another no year back from we come on. So that was like me, my friend Junior Frost gonna England, leave me in 1985.
Oh.
So there's a friend of mine who died now, Danny, rest in peace. We went to a dance in Mandeville to DJ on a sound in Platinum, the song that I told you the boss by give them to us.
Yes.
So I do this song named Just Send Me Come, and I have to DJ this song at least 25 times in the dance in Mandeville. because the people didn't want me to put down the mic because they fell in love with this song, Just Send Me Come. So my friend told me that he's going to studio Monday because we did the dance on Saturday. So my friend told me that, Dignitary, I'm going to studio Monday and I have a youth named James. Him into producing. I'm going to take it to him because this song that you do with the dance and the people them forward it so much time. You have to record it Monday after I did the dance Saturday. So I tell him that, you know what? I was waiting on my friend Junior Frost to come back from England, but he ran off because he went to England with Papa San, Little Twitch, Monty Blind, and one more artist. But I know Papa San came back. Papa San never make a hit those time on a record. He was only doing good in the dance and on cassette. Little Twitch never make a hit back those time either. Because if you notice, Little Twitch came back and do a follow on of Just Send Me Come, call it If I Devil Send You Come, tell them you walk up and call that.
Yes.
You know, that's Spanish, no, it's a song named Spanish Fly. And Papa San came back and do My name is Daddy Sansi.
Yeah.
When he went to England the first time on Small Lock Sound, Papa San never make a hit on a record that time. So that was 1985. My friend run off with 6 songs for me. My hard-earned money that I draw from the NCD bank. I was saving my money to buy a house for my mother, and I produced Professor Nuts, Junior Frost, Dignitary, Captain Barky, Dan Icky. So when Junior Frost run off to England in 1985 with the 6 songs that I give him to go sell to Jetstar or one of those labels over there in England, I was down. But Dan Icky introduced me to this guy named James, which is Conrad Green, our Modio label. That's the label that Just Send Me Come came on. So I went to the studio the night on Monday after I did that dance in Mandeville and mash up the dance with Just Send Me Come. I went to the studio to record it now on the Monday in a place named Stony Hill, Music Mountain. So I went there, but when I went there, Little John was mashing up the place, running things on Volcano and a lot of different labels. Rankin Toyan was there, Louis Lepke, was a lot of big artists, Levan Cliff. So I have to sit, because nobody know me. I went to the studio to record for somebody, and I have to sit in the waiting room till I fell asleep, till about 4 in the morning. When I wake up, the studio was run off a big star. When I wake up, all the stars gone home, and there was 2 or 3 of us left in the studio, the engineer and the engineer friend, and me. And the engineer sent his friend to call me, which Pablo was the engineer, sent his friend to call me. Go wake up that guy in the couch. Yeah. And I was sleeping. Because, I did Just Send Me Come hungry because I went to studio without no money. The producer carried me in his van back. And I went there from 7 in the evening and never leave till about 7 in the morning. And I was hungry, but I didn't want to beg the producer no money because I don't want him to run and say, yo, go on here, yard, no advice, no hungry artist, we come so hungry for so. Every time I feel like the worm them wiggling my belly, I went to the pipe and drink some water and go sit back in the couch watching TV because the big artist them was in there. All of them will get paid, never make a hit and Just Send Me Come with it. All of them will get money and gone home and leave me there 4 in the morning. So anyway, when they wake me up on the couch and tell me that it's my turn, I look and say, where everybody gone? Because the studio did ram and a lot of cars was on the outside. Yeah. Little John just coming from England, Little Johnny Wonder, and Rankin Toy, and they just coming from England with a lot of gold chain around their neck. You couldn't see them neck. And I didn't make any name. Nobody know Dignitary. I was the one who hungry in the studio waiting to voice. And I didn't get a chance till 4 in the morning. I was so hungry, but I keep drinking water. And then when they come and call me, the man say, oh, you look so. I say, oh, wake up, just wake up. The man say, go and go wash your face. I said, I'm going to wash my face. He said, go under the boat now, go on the record. When we record the song, the rest is history. When the producer came back for his track in the morning, the engineer told him, Pablo said, the little apprentice, I have the big song on the rhythm, And the producer looked at me good and I laughed and I said, let me hear it now. So the producer listened to the song and said, yeah, man, I like the song, man. So I jumped in his van back and he dropped me back off in Portmore. I didn't beg him a dime neither because I don't want to beg him. All I want him to do is just put out the song. So I don't beg him no money to eat something in the night, and I didn't beg him anything to eat breakfast in the morning. I go home because I know my man gonna prepare something for me when I go home. So I didn't beg the producer nothing. I just come off the van and say, yes, my brother. He said, me call you. Then he didn't call me until about 3 weeks time. He tell me, say, put it in. The song is gonna be out tomorrow and don't worry myself. So the song came out 6 months. The song came out, not getting any play. We went by Barry G. office, Barry G said can't talk to us now because Barry G was the man at that time. If Barry G not playing your song in Jamaica, nobody gonna hear you. Nobody know you.
Yeah,
You have to make a Barry G playing your song back in those times.
True.
So I went to Barry G office. Barry G tell him secretary said, "Who that?" And she said, why you talk any Dignitary, Stylish and Junior first? He said, "Tell them I can't talk to them now." 6 months my song out and nobody can. Not Dignitary and Junior first. Sorry, Junior first gone to England. It was me and Danny went there.
Yeah.
And Barry G said, "Tell him I can't talk to him now." Anyway, he have a man named Winston Williams, the conscious one on RGR. So I went to RGR and Winston Williams came out to see me and said, "Oh, I like the song. I've been playing the song." Then all of a sudden the song just take off. After the song out for 6 months, not doing nothing, you know. The song takes 6 months. It just take off. Every dance you go, just send me come. Every bar, them time you know you have jukebox. Yo, amount of
Yes, yes, I know.
Jukebox.
I know.
I went to a bar, the man to Dignitary. I might just send me come about 50 times. Every time the people them keep playing that song, it mash up in the jukebox. Every minute, Tough Gum have to calling my producer to the stamp for them a bust up.
You know how much money that make off of me?
Call me now and say, "Boy, I want an interview with me." Barry G, we never want to see me, you know, start call me, say, "Boy, I want some interview with you." And then he start put me on the dance for what that sound. Keep dancing with me and start messing. But Barry G never want to see Dignitary. How Barry G start put me on dance now and I'll pay me now.
So
As I said, the same mouth we say no is the same mouth we can say yes.
Yeah.
And that's you have to have perseverance and believe in yourself and have that confidence. Anyway, if Junior Frosted came back from England, I would be the one that produced Just Let Me Come. Nobody would have to produce that one. And me and him would make things, you know, so great because we start building our own empire. Because when we first got to Harry J didn't want to produce us. So I go draw my last 8,000. So if Junior Frosted came back like how Papa San came back and Liquor Twitch came back,
Yeah.
I would be the one who produced Just Let Me Come because Just Let Me Come go #1 on the Jamaican chart for almost 6 months. #1.
But not just Jamaica.
We go #1 in England on the Black Echo chart. We go #1 in Canada. We go #1 in many Caribbeans. We go #1 all over the world.
True.
Everywhere I go, people know Just Let Me Come.
But
And, you know,
it's a funny how you say that. Everywhere you go, people know Just Let Me Come. But let me tell you something. You know, Dignitary Stylish is probably the only artist out there who have a song where the song bigger than the artist. This song, I don't want to say you don't know. This song is a big song, you know, Dignitary. This song is
You're
bigger
right.
than the artist.
You're right. You're right. When I gone, it's gonna carry on because up to today I'm still twin dub. Today I went to the studio. I do what? 5 dubs and it's Just Let Me Come I do.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing dubs for this song. I can't stop doing dub every time. Sometimes I say I have many more songs. I do Just Let Me Come album and 100 single. Sometimes they'll come and they will order another song. Some European or some Japanese will order some other songs. Cause you have some people who study you and have a lot of songs with you in the lab following your career. So they will take different songs. But Just Let Me Come, man. Come on. I can't stop doing dub on that song every day of the week. You know, and it's like 40 years now, or maybe 30 something years now. Just Let Me Come, what, 1985 till now? Check that. Do the maths.
That's why.
It playing every day. It play on Sunday on IRFM. Every day people Just Let Me Come play at all the radio station around the world same way. So that song is bigger than me for true. You know, and I voiced that song. I record that song when I was hungry, very hungry, drinking water, just to.
Didn't sound that way, you know.
Jam over in mysterious way, man. Jam over in mysterious way, you know.
It didn't sound that way at all. So, but it's because of this song. You also did some touring because of Just Let Me Come. Because
yeah, I do some touring. I go Europe, you know, I go America, I go many Caribbeans. Yeah, I do a lot of touring because of this song.
You also you're not just produce and sing song as an artist. You also write for other artists as well.
Yes, I wrote a few songs for other artists. I wrote songs for Dan Carlos. I wrote songs for Danny Lyde Evans, Admiral Tibet. I wrote songs for 2 girls. What's her name? Wingy, Princess S and Wingy. I do a few writing for a few artists. I wrote a song already for Tristan Palmer too. I do a few writing for a few artists.
You had the opportunity to tour with Black Uhuru and Shabba Rankin and all them artists.
Yes, I did. I never really tour with Shabba. I just do show with him. Like I went to Barbados to do a show in the stadium, and Shabba was on it and I was on it. And but I tour with Blackie Uhuru, I tour with Dan Carlos, as himself, by himself.
Mm-hmm.
I tour with him when he was in Blackie Uhuru, and then when he exit, I tour with him also in Europe and in America. Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, your catalog and your resume it speak for itself. It's out there. Dignitary Stylish is my special guest today. We're talking to Dignitary Stylish about his career then and now. The brother is back and he's serious with his career. You dropped a big song the other day with Luciano. I love the song. And you came back you came back and you never changed. You're on the same journey, consciousness. And I love that.
Yeah.
I
I believe in what I'm doing, I know there's a fast road and a slow road, and the culture is not a fast road. The culture take time to develop, but when it develop, it's forever. I like to make forever songs, so I always believe in myself because I could take the road and do slackness, what any other DJ doing. I get the chance to do it when I was big. I get the chance to talk slackness to make fast money, but I never believe in that. I believe in what I'm doing, but that's why God blessed me to say, just send me come.
Yeah.
It's not even me. Say that. It's just put that in me. Just send me come. So now we have something new on the road now. Luciana, Ja Messenger.
Let me back up.
Featuring Dignitary Stylish.
Let me
Life
back chat
is
little
on
bit
the
about
line.
what do you
The
mean?
world is talking about this new song, this big monster hit song